Let's look at hell. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32:22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. Let's go to 2 Samuel 22 and 5 through 7. When the waves of death compassed me, the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrow of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, and I cried to my God, and he did hear my voice out of his temple, and my cry did enter into his ears. Let's go to Job 1:11 and 8. It is a high as heaven. What canst thou do? Deeper than hell. What canst thou know? Let's go to chapter 26 and 6. Hell is naked before him, and destruction hath no covering. Let's go to Psalms 9 and 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. Let's go to 16 and 10. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Let's go to 18, and we want 5. The sorrows of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. Let's go to 55 and want 15. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell, for wickedness is in their dwelling, and among them. Let's go to 86 and 13. For great is thy mercy towards me, and thou hast delivered my soul from the lowest hell. Let's go to 116 and we want 3. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the pains of hell got hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow. Let's go to 139 and we want 8. If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. Let's go to the book of Proverbs and we want 5 and 5. Her feet go down to death. Her step takes hold on hell. Let's go to 7 and we want 27. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Let's go to 9 and 18. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. Let's go to chapter 15 and we want verse 11. Hell and destruction are before the Lord. How much more than the hearts of the children of men? Let's go on down to 24. The way of life is above to the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. Let's go to chapter 23 and we want 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and thou shalt deliver his soul from hell. Let's go to 27 and we want 20. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of men are never satisfied. Let's go to Isaiah 5 and 14. Therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory, and their multitude, and their pumping, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. Let's go to chapter 14 and verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It setteth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Let's go down to 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Let's go down to 28, chapter 28. And we want 15 through 18. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell. We are at agreement. When the overflowing surge shall pass through, it shall not come into us, for we have made lies of refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away, and the refuse of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place. And their covenant with death shall be disannulled, and their agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing surge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. Let's go to 57 and 9. And thou waitest to the king with ointment, and didst increase thy perfume, and didst send thy messengers far off, and didst abase thyself even unto hell. Let's go to Ezekiel. We want 31, we want 16 and 17. I made the nations to shake at the sound of his fall, when I cast him down to hell with them that descend into the pit, and all the trees of Eden I choose, and best of Lebanon. All that drank water shall be confirmed in the nether parts of the earth. They also went down into hell with them, and unto them that be slain with the sword, and they that were his arm, that dwelleth under his shadow in the midst of the heathen. Let's go to 32, we want 21 through 27. The strong among the mighty shall speak to him out of the midst of hell, with them that help him. They are gone down, they lie uncircumcised, slain by the sword. Asher is there, and all her company. His grave are about him, all of them slain, fallen by the sword, whose grave are set in the sides of the pit, and her company is around about her grave, all of them slain, fallen by the sword, which causes terror in the land of the living. There is Elam, and all her multitude around about her grave, all of them slain, fallen by the sword, which are gone down uncircumcised unto the nether parts of the earth, which cause their terror in the land of the living. Yet have they borne their shame with them that go down to the pit. They have set her a bed in the midst of the slain, with all her multitude. Her graves are round about him, all of them uncircumcised, slain by the sword, through their terror was caused in the land of the living. Yet have they borne their shame with them that go down to the pit. He is put in the midst of them that be slain. There is Mesha, Tubal, and all her multitude. Her graves are round about him, all of them uncircumcised, slain by the sword. Do they cause their terror in the land of the living? And they shall not lie with the mighty that are fallen of the uncircumcised, which are gone down to hell with their weapons of war. And they have laid their swords under their hands, but their iniquity shall be upon their bones, though they were the terror of the mighty in the land of the living. Let's go to Amos 9, and we want 2, 3 through 4. Though they dig into hell, hence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence I will bring them down. And they hide themselves in the top of Carmel. I will search and take them out thence, and thou shalt be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. Thence I will command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And thou shalt go into captivity before their enemies. Thence I will command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set my eyes upon them for evil, and not for good. Let's go to Jonah, and we want chapter 2, and we want 1 and 2. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. Let's go to Habakkuk. We want chapter 2, we want 5 and 6. Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and the heathen unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a toting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increased that which is not his? How long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay. In the Strongest Concordance, it is 7585, Hades, or the world of the dead.